you can get strong again. You can do everything exactly the same
Yeah,
again.
it's right. A lot of training. And this year for the first time, I'm introducing my little boy, Madz, to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, to the V8.
Yeah, so I've read parts of V8 Supercars, and they're all for it. He'll be the first little boy, first child to be involved with the V8 Supercars from the get-go, so that's a really big thing. So he'll be coming out in his Polaris, so we'll be coming out doing a show with my Camaro and Mustang doing laps, and he'll follow out in his Polaris and hopping in his Hot Wheels race suit and his helmet and everything, so he'll jump out on the front straight and shoot T-shirts in the crowd with a T-shirt cannon out of his little Polaris. So
Every kid's going to love that.
oh, yeah, he's gonna.
Every kid's going to love that. Look,
I'm gonna fight him for. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have kids lined up for autographs, and his lineup's gonna be twice as long as mine.
Oh, yeah.
I know that.
That's it. That's good. That's so good. Mate.
So cool.
Have you shot one of those T-shirt guns yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, they always
He's
want to.
had blank shots of it. I haven't shot one properly yet. It will be all right. He's used to shooting weird things and playing with all different types of toys, so he'll be right.
You're wearing an Evel Knievel shirt right now.
Oh yeah.
When I grew up,
Well,
mate, it was Muhammad Ali, Evel Knievel. You know, I'm so old that I just remember TV coming, and there was only a few big stars. It was Kiss, Muhammad Ali, and Evel Knievel.
I know.
And when I was about 5 or 6, I got the Evel Knievel stunt bike. You know, the wind up.
We've still got to have one, buddy.
Oh, how good are they?
So I got Evel Knievel's tattoo, his autograph on my arm.
Excellent.
My little boy Madz, his middle name is Evel, after Evel Knievel, christened Evel.
Excellent.
So he's a big fan of Evel Knievel as well.
Excellent.
And not by me drumming into him, it's because his middle name's Evel. He's really big, follows him really well done, buddy.
Yeah, Madz evil.
Yeah, Madz Evel.
I named my son Cassius after Cassius Clay, who became Muhammad Ali.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I rate Evel Knievel as the same as I rate Muhammad Ali. They speak well.
Absolutely.
They work hard. They run their own shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? That like iconic blokes that.
Yeah.
You know. There isn't a single.
It's an absolute legend. He holds his own through. I know a lot of people these days do bigger and better and faster, but that was nowadays. Back in the old days, he was one of a kind, absolutely unbelievable what he did. He didn't care about personal safety one little bit, as long as he was there to entertain the crowd, and that's what I love.
And just like I was saying, mate, there's probably a bunch of guys around the country that can do the stunts that you can.
Yeah.
But can they wake up every morning and run a program like you do?
Yeah, right.
Can they talk to all the people correctly? Can they, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Evel Knievel was. And the other guys, like I know guys that are brilliant guitar players.
Yeah.
Total dags that'll never get out of their bedroom.
Yeah,
they say the wrong things and the wrong sort of stuff. So it's, I was kind of saying that, Madz, because back when I was a kid, we didn't really have kid stars. So to see, you on the track, I know you're going to put on a good show for your mates. I hope you really understand how special that is, because like your dad's saying, you're the first. You really are, mate.
I don't think he understands it.
Yeah, of course not. Actually, don't listen to me. Just have a good time.
I try to drop it into his head how lucky he is to be in front of a massive crowd, and he's already done. He did 10 days at the Echo. So every night he's performed and did a show at the Echo in his truck. He's got a trophy truck, so is mine, and his Polaris. And he's done, his first show was, a year ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, his first show with Dad alongside me at a Fate or something. Do you remember what it was, Madz?
It was like this. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a Fate or something. He did a stunt show on his little motorbike, his little CR50. And I was very, very proud of him, especially at his age. And he did the Motorcycle Expo down in Melbourne with me. So every single show, he did a show on his stunt bike with me, doing all types of tricks. And I think sometimes he doesn't realise how lucky he's got it, how easy he's got it.
Yeah.
If I could do one of them when I was a kid, oh man, I would have been so excited, over the moon.
Yeah.
He's a little superstar at school. He doesn't realise it though.
No.
Everyone knows him at his school, and everyone sees him on TV umpteen times, having radio interviews and TV interviews, and
You know what you're teaching him, Matt? You're teaching him. You're really teaching him how to work and do business. You know, even though your thing is real colourful
mate.
and showy. That's only what 5 minutes of the actual deal.
That's exactly right, mate.
So
it's like writing and performing. That's a small part of it.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of it. That's where you get to blow off a bit of steam yourself. All the other bits that come with it is the hard part. You know, like we're doing now, the PR and the marketing, the jet setting around the country, the world. You know, that's the hard part. It's the easy part's riding and driving.
What do you do? Because I call it a second job. It's a band. Right? I just do it just to get out of the house, a bit of side cash. You know, it's good fun. It's what I like to do. But every time I leave my kids at home, I feel like, it's good for me to get out.
Yeah, right.
Making money, yada yada. But at the same time, I've got a little boy there. Surely it's that way for you too sometimes.
It gets easier. It's funny because you don't want your little boy to grow up, as you know. You say, right, don't want to grow up anymore. It gets easier as they get older. I'm lucky. Well, I'm broken up with Madz's mum, so he stays with his mum most of the time. I get him whenever I want, and she's really good to me. I usually have him every second weekend, or if I've got an event on, I take him away. So this year will be his first year. He does nearly every V8 Supercar event with me. So he's... little He absolutely loves it. Absolutely loves it. And what made me decide on taking him away with me was the last few events I've been to. The call I get for where's Madzy, where's Madzy, where's Madzy, where's Madzy. Oh my God, I'm so sick to death of hearing it and answering it. Yeah. Some people ask where my little boy is. Where's Madzy, where's Madzy? So I thought, well, how far out? He's got that much of a call from now. I'll bring him away with me and let him do his own little show.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I need to go to the toilet.
I'll do.
Say it again.
I need to go to the toilet.
Excellent, mate. Do you remember where it is?
Yeah.
All right, go for it, champ.
You
don't need to go to the toilet, mate.
No,
You're right, mate.
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into did you get down? I'll tell you what. Before you say that, I did, mate. I went deep. And mainly because I was living... I didn't have like the popularity that you have, so I didn't have a lot of people... And I didn't even think Facebook was about... This was 10 years ago for me, so... But actually it was like, ugh.
I'm lucky because... I say lucky, but I don't mean it, but I'm lucky because I've been injured so many times before. And injury comes from motivation. So you get a broken arm and you just motivate so hard to get better and get well as fast as you possibly can. I broke my femur back when I was 16 years old. I was waiting at school one day at high school. That was my first major accident. I was in hospital for so many weeks. I was down in the dumps. It took me so long to heal a broken femur. It took me about twice as long. Now, the second time I broke my femur, I was riding my stunt bikes 3.5 weeks after I broke my femur. You know, it was unheard of. I was on my crutches after my bike, flinging my crutches and doing my stunt bike.
Still pain on the injury.
Huge pain. But it's held together with a steel pin, so I had a lot of faith in that steel pin, don't get me wrong. But to answer your question, I didn't really get down. I was just motivated to get well. My wife, will say differently because I was very arrogant when I was. It wasn't true for the first 3 weeks. I was fighting. I was pulling out what they call the throat tube. So I was pulling out a trachea, kept on pulling out. So I had to get it put in twice, and you can die from that. So I kept on. I had to get restrained in bed. So I had to have handcuffs in bed with me.
Really? What? Were you out of your mind a little?
Yeah, I was out of my mind a little bit. So I kept on, every time I come to, I wanted to climb out of bed and pull my trachea out. And so they handcuffed me in bed.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
In your home or in
the US hospital.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't until I was about a week. It wasn't until I was on my home I was right with it.
Right.
But yeah, I just motivate. Every day I don't lay in bed. I never laid in bed to watch television. I up and try and exercise and move around. And where someone says I can't do, I make sure I can do it. And I want all the doctors, all the physios, everyone to be gobsmacked. I want to shake their head and go, can't be possible.
Yeah.
Would have wanted to do that.
That's great. I've often told this story that when I was in the ward there after the ICU and stuff, and I had a bit of week in coma.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And anyway, they put me in the ward. The very first day I was able to walk, and I was going, oh, geez, this is rough sort of thing. And then I saw a guy just broke his neck.
Yeah, right. I know.
And he's staring at the roof, mate. Yeah.
Same thing.
Did you?
When I broke my femur a long time ago, the guy beside me broke his neck, and he's just laying in bed looking at the ceiling for week after week after week.
And I saw his mum and dad crying and his girlfriend crying. It just happened. And then all these weeks went by where they'd cry around the corner from him. And I was like, I'm fine, mate.
Yeah,
I am fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Yeah.
Gives you a reality shock, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly does.
And then it made me think it's important to I know a mate, Daniel, we all know him, and can't think of his name right. Anyway, Illuminated Water.
Oh,
anyway, a huge speed car crash in New Zealand,
and
he was done. He was blind. He's still a bit blind, But I've on the phone, mate. I feel like. That's a little part of me now, and I'm sure a lot of races do. A lot of races did that for me too at the time. Like, mate, you're going to be fine. Come on, there's people better than you. Let's go.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's what people. You hear people about being injured some other times. Always, well, not always, but they do it tough. They do it real tough. And as much as I do it tough, have been doing it tough in the past, I'm right as rain. I'm struggling. I get out of bed every morning and I exercise and I train and think my right hand side's been down somewhat from my brain injury, and I work my right all the time. I tell you the hardest thing I do. This is no crap. Hardest thing I do, it frustrates the hell out of me. Brushing my teeth. I brushing my teeth because I'm right-handed. And my right hand side's down. So brushing my teeth, doing little movements back and forwards with my right hand, that is the hardest. I can do little fast ones or big long ones. I can't do medium ones. Wow. So brushing my teeth every single time is an absolute mission.
Weird.
Yeah, I know.
Lucky you don't have many.
I know, right?
Well, is that right?
Yeah, no, that's...
So it baffles you at the time, going, why is this so different?
Oh, so hard.
So what's it like on the bike now that you've been practicing again?
That's absolutely fine.
Right, you don't feel any kind of...
Don't feel one little bit. It's just going backwards and forwards, a medium motion. I can go back really, really fast. Wow. I can go long ones. I can't go medium ones.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't...
Some little thing in some connection in the brain, maybe?
Yeah,
or?
It's all to do with brain, telling arm what to do. Wow. It's something doing weights, and training at the gym. Wow. It's all the brain.
Were you freaked out a bit, Madz, when you first saw your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah? Get scared?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you remember? First time you saw him?
Yeah, it was at the hospital when he came from America. And he went on the private jet.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Do you remember how swollen his face was? Did he look the same?
The teeth were all wide to get, weren't they?
Yeah, it wasn't as swollen until he had his surgery, but then when he had his surgery, it was really swollen.
Yeah. And then he just looked funny, right?
Yeah. Hey!
My wife called me a squirrel. She just thought I looked like a squirrel.
I called Dad American Dad.
He called me American Dad. He kind of stuck. Everyone called me, everyone laughed. He's exactly the same as American Dad. All because of my little boy, little rat bag.
I can see it, actually. Yeah, you feel? You happy now?
I was in about 5 weeks. My jaw was completely wide shut, so I couldn't jam any food in there.
That's horrible. I had that too.
Oh yeah, couldn't jam any food in there. Could barely even talk, and I was trying to get that wire off.
Yeah. and eat food like
Horrible.
just even you're still living it now. Though.
Sucking two straws.
Yeah. What can't you eat now? Right now that you wish you could.
Steak.
Oh yeah.
Oh, steak. You're teasing me now.
Yeah, I can get through everything now. Like there's no with this funny little denture, I can eat everything. But I had one of those like plates at the bottom.